Hello everyone. Okay, you know what this video looks like. Now I'm going to turn my brightness up so you can all see better. This is what if Deku had the sharingon. Now, in the last episode, well, Deku is now the leader of the LOV, though they just think Deku's the leader, or they at least think that Deku's the more or less in charge of the LOV people, but All For One's his boss, but oh, don't worry, All For One won't be the boss for that much longer. At least until, not for much longer. And also, example, Deku at the moment, does not have complete feelings for Toya Todoroki. They just had well, they have a physical relationship at the moment. Nothing too, emotional. So, yeah. Also, yeah. Now, obviously Deku, afterwards, after a while more, after a little longer time had happened, he would have heard of a certain festival, and he planned something out that, it was ingenious towards All For One, him calling him a prodigy at being a leader. And Deku did, say thank you, and did say he led people before. Now, what would this plan be? Well, by the festival, you all know it's the sports festival, and what would he do? If they set bombs around the entire city, that would separate the heroes to go do different things. And they could use that big stadium with all those cameras to broadcast a big ass message stating, we're fucking here, and we're gonna fucking kill y'all. In the most nicest terms ever. Yeah, Deku has a scheme brewing. Now Deku would have called up someone in the traitor. The traitor picking up, and it's, spoilers if you haven't seen the manga, stating that, hey, who is this? Is it Shigaraki? Him saying, no, Shigaraki's no longer a part of LOV anymore. And he just says, so who am I talking to? Him saying, the Red Devil, the new leader. And does ask him to give him details on when this sports festival is, and, he does ask if he will be getting paid for this. Him saying he'll get a bonus. And, Kaminari saying, alright, and gives him the information. And, yeah. Now, after a little longer, Deku would have gotten the information after a couple days. Him calling up again, saying thank you, and the guys just saying, sure, whatever, just pay up. After that, he would see a 3 zeros. Now, he would have gotten an equivalent of $9,000 as a bonus. And if what he's actually getting paid is around 100,000, so that's $100,000. So he's getting paid quite a bit. And yeah, him asking if they need anything else. Deku's just saying no, and just say that you might be, brought into the open some point in the near future. So I do be prepared. Him already getting that payment because it's alongside the $100,000 does proceed to say okay, because in their previous arrangement, that if he ever needs to be brought into the open would be a part of that 100,000, and he agreed. So he has no problem because he agreed to it before. So yeah, now Deku would have gone off call asking Shigaraki for a drink. Shigaraki passing him a drink. What was it? I'll just say it's a whiskey. Deku bringing out his phone and looking at a picture of his mom, and finishes his drink and just says he's gonna go out. Him looking like this, or him looking like this, but more like, it's kind of like, think of Sun Jin-woo, how he has that black coat. Yeah, he's wearing that at the moment, and he would gone to a flower shop and asked to be given flowers, and he pays for them. Not being rude, just asking for flowers, and they do ask, and him saying he's going to respect his mother's grave. They would have said sorry for your loss, and the whole shebang of I'm sorry for your loss. And Deku, well, would have said it's fine, it's been a while, and since he visited her, so it might be good for him. Now, a certain black-haired female woman looking at him, curious and seeing she hasn't got to talk to him for a while, seeing he's been busy, and yeah, which would be in Toya. She would have seen Deku going to a flower area. She would have thought he was gonna give flowers to her, but then he went to the direction of a certain area. Yeah, he went to the grave sites of different people. Her watching behind him, asking what is he doing. Not, threatening, just asking. Him saying, oh, you probably should meet someone. And she does ask, wait, who? Her and him grabbing her hand and walking her towards a grave, saying, Inko Midoriya. She was loved by many, died a tragic death. And Deku would say, hey mom, and this is my, looks over and saying, girlfriend. Putting the flowers also down and in a little pot, like a pot you see in how when Obito kind of threw those flowers away when, Kakashi put them down for Ren, kind of like that kind of pot. And, yeah. And, Toya being polite to introduce herself and being respectful. And, yeah. Now they would have left and, Toya feels really bad for Deku, seeing he has only had a life of hatred and, sorrow. So the way back, she was very clinging to him, and he would ask why. Her saying that he's been through hell and back, so it's my gift to you. Him giving her a hug or putting his arm around her shoulders, just saying thanks. And putting his head tilted down towards Toya, so they're kind of touching hands, slightly. They would have gone back with, Deku just going to his room alongside Shoto. Now, Shoto finally realizes, she likes him. And that preceding night does knock, knock, knock. Him opening the door without a shirt on. Her blushing and saying put on a shirt. Deku looked over and put on a shirt that said, what would it say? I want to make her, no, it's just a black shirt. It's a black t-shirt. I'll say that. And she does ask to come in. Deku obliging, saying, so what do you need? Her proceeding to passionately, not physically kissing, but passionately kissing Deku and saying, I like you. And Deku, giving her a kiss back, just saying if she really wants to do this, there's no going back. And she proceeds to, Inappropriate gets naked. Skip that. She goes naked and, They have a lovely night and Deku wakes up to a having a actual pleasant night, a sleep, not having nightmares or anything, just a nice dream or a nice sleep for once. Not having a dream, but just sleeping nice for once. He would look towards Toya and, put his hand through her hair and just looking at her like she is the entire universe in a single body. He does, proceed to get up and, orders pizza. 2 pizzas. Why? 1 for the other everyone. No. I'll say 3 pizzas. 1 for him and I was saying Shoto. Toya. And the others for the group. Now, Koyagiri would have, passed him some money and he would go by. Now, they would pay for the pizzas and Deku would put them down. Everyone waking up and smelling pizza. With a bang, bang, bang. Footsteps coming from out of the room and wakes Toya up and Deku stares at them like dead, saying, you waked her up. And then proceeds to do a yummy awning Mr. Compress. what I mean by Yami? Well, have you seen how Yami does the whole hand head, like him holding Asa's head? Yeah, and well, Chaga finally says that they act like a big happy family. They all look like Toya and just look at each other saying, I guess so. And then, well, Mr. Compress just says that, huh, and saying, yeah, and you two are the married couple. Pointing at Toya coming out of the room with having well, one of Deku's sweaters and yeah, on. But it's big enough to not show her inappropriate things. And she's not per se going, no one's going to look at her in that way because they know you talk to her in that manner of way, you're not going to live for long. So, yeah. And, well, she comes out and gets one of the pizzas and just asks Deku if one of them is for us. And he does say yes. Now, she would have told him to go to the room. Now, she said their room, and hey, curious face on Toya or Toga said your guys' room. Toya just goes yes and flicks her a little speck of fire, burning that pizza. And she just goes in the face of, Mo, my pizza. And yeah, with everyone laughing and going off. Deku and her proceed to have pizza for breakfast. Now, well, they're not gonna have one of those extravagant breakfasts. I can't really do that, seeing they're in a bar. Pizza was one of the more nicest ones I could do for them. So yeah, and Toya and him just more or less cuddle that day, or not cuddle that day, or cuddle in the daytime, kind of like cuddle for another hour, and then Deku proceeding to get up again, getting out of his track pants I slept in, and takes off his shirt that he put on before. Or no, he wouldn't. No, he would have a shirt on, just some black random shirt, and will put this on, stating that he has to go see the boss. Toya, understanding this, just says, "All right, don't get killed." I'm laughing, saying, "Oh no, I won't." And he would have done his schedule update per week. Now this would be a Friday, so every Friday All For One gets an update. Now Deku that day would have been more cheery, and All For One just asked why is he so cheery. Deku, well, saying that he is in a relationship with another person in the LOV. Him, well, All For One just being curious and just saying, oh, in a more or less kind of like, not in a like villainous way, just being curious, and Deku can realize, oh, he's just curious. So he does say, Dabi. He said, oh, alright, and, well, yeah. Now, he would say, in 1 month, you'll be getting something for me. A gift, you could say. Deku, well, just saying, alright, and yeah. Now, in that little while, on the third month, or on the, well, third month before the whole, because I'll just say that day was the beginning of a month. So on the third day, on the next Friday, that would have been the whole sports festival event. And, well, it got to the, well, you can imagine it without Deku in it. Or you can just imagine that someone else took Deku's place. Who would take Deku's place? I'll say Shinzo, and Shinzo fought against Monoma. So, yeah. And Shinzo is not, per se, the most douchey bag. Because I don't know if I made Shinzo go to 1A. If not, he's at 1A. So, yeah. And afterwards, obviously, I don't think him just having, well, he's slightly weak and then everyone, so it would still be Baku versus, well, Todoroki. But as soon as you hear go from midnight, you hear a boom. It shaking the Coliseum. You hear another boom. Screams crying out, then another boom. Several other booms go kaboom, boom, 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 boom. And then you hear lots of screaming saying, villains are attacking. Now, any heroes that were there proceed to, well, or heroes that are there proceed to jump off into action, which led everyone to go off. Now, well, the TV wasn't turned off, and, well, you would hear a symbol or a symbol would have turned off. The TVs would have, it looked like if you saw the whole Coliseum, it will turn off and turn on back again. Now, when it was turned off, everyone got into place. Now, Deku was more or less made to look like made to look a lot better and not be as scrunchy and, well, not look a little better, basically. And, yeah, now, then they took one of the whole, well, cameras and directed all the cameras, or not all directed. It's kind of like they turned off all the cameras except for one, and that camera was put towards Deku. And they would have said 3, 2, 1, go. And Deku, on every screen, on every single thing, just says, "Hello, Japan." Now, heroes would have looked aside for a second and see Deku. Him saying, "This is only the first part of what we will do. This world has been corrupted too much. We need to fix it. And the people that you so-called heroes have been poisoning it. And we will cleanse that poison out of you, out of the system. We will make a better world." And, well, after a rousing speech, inspiring villains that actually became villains because they had no choice, kind of like how Deku did it to survive, and everyone else, not just I'm gonna kill someone today. No, not because of that. But before he says, and just says that, and if any pro heroes decide to take us on, prepare yourself to die. And yeah. After that, Japan is a war zone. Villains coming out of nowhere. Attacking being, well, inspired by Deku's speech. Now, this speech would have led to two things. He wanted to actually scold people. Now, he would think that, well, the more higher skilled people would have been able to get away from heroes, and that will leave him to a good group of a actual good sized amount of villains to actually are very good and skilled. 2, that would get rid of the old villains that aren't, well, let's just say noble, or not as noble, but more like they're villains because they just want to kill, and yeah, they're just evil. That evil. They don't have a reason. They just want to let's kill someone today, as I said before. And, well, a big bang stating, "Villains, I am here to take you in. Put your hands up and be arrested, and you will get an easier sentence." Deku not per se caring, and proceeding to tell everyone to grab each other. Them all doing so, and all trying to punch. Deku, obviously, I think, I'll say in this one he also has the old Obito's ability. It's in there. There's not enough, like, no one, I don't think anyone has had a picture of all those and it. So yeah. So, and they would immediately phase, and All Might would have just seen Deku looking back and just saying, "Goodbye, All Might. Have a good life." And, well, leave. Now he would cussing himself out, saying, "I should have done something." And yes, he was told that he could have done nothing at that point by Nezu, but yeah. And everyone is laughing in his chair. He doesn't care that it's hurting him, or even if it's, well, making him cough and spit out blood. He's just laughing. Why? Well, he's seeing the world burn slightly. Even if it's just a little. He's seeing the world burn and getting what it deserves. And, well, he tells, well, Izuku to come to his room for his gift early. Deku asking what's his gift, and he just, well, next day he is screaming in pain. Toya tries to go into the room, but everyone stops her, saying he's getting his gift. And she would have realized what the gift is. all for one's power. And she, well, does a sinister grin, and she might still be a female and, well, be a girl, but she's still evil in a way, so she's grinning and like everyone else. Now, after that, you hear Deku stop screaming and him saying, "You're ready now, my boy. Go burn the world for me." Deku saying, "No." And then a bang happened with All For One's heart while getting a bullet shot to the chest. And he just looks to his side and just says, "You're a smart one, kid." And yeah, because Deku's been noticing some things that All For One's been doing to his mind. Trying to manipulate him, control him, like he was doing Shigaraki in the, oh, spoiler, in the whole anime. He was not going to let that happen, so he killed All For One right in the heart, stating, "At least I left a good successor," and laughs and laughs, and then he stops. Now everyone's concerned about what just happened. Deku coming out with blood on his face, stating, he is the leader now. Toya getting right beside him, saying, "Alright, saying that he's king." Well, instead of he's not the leader, he says, goes out with blood on his face and just says, "I'm the boss now. I'm the king of the underground." Now everyone would proceed to not bow, but more like just say, get up and slightly bow down, saying, "Yes, Master Red Eye, or Red Eye Devil." Him saying, "No, that name's was from my past," saying, "Call me." What should I call him? What's an evil name? Call me. Huh. What should I call him? Devil's Eye. Or the Devil for short. And everyone says, "Yes, Devil." And, well, later, in, well, Deku's room, Toya asks him a question saying, "If you're the king, wouldn't that make me the queen?" Deku saying, "Yes, that would make you the queen." And she does say, "Alright then," goes to her room. Or goes towards Deku asking if he can actually heal her. Now Deku and confused asking what do you mean. Deku, while looking at Shoto saying, "Well, all my scars to make me look ugly." Deku getting up and forcing, Shoto to a wall. Him saying she's beautiful and why she fell in love, but if she wishes to, lose the scars. Proceeds to kiss her on the lips, which then fades her scars away. And, she looks like this, or at least the female version. The black dye was, stripped away. The scars gone, and this way she would look like without the dress on, just the old Dobby look. And him looking at her and saying, "You look much better. I should have done this before. Or I shouldn't have done this, 2 days ago." Because Deku's been about 3 days now. Since he has one for all, or all for one. And they would proceed to be, gone to bed that night. Very good. And not that next morning, Dobby or Toya was not able to stay or walk for a while. About 2 hours, about 3 hours that time. And yeah. And, when she goes, at least when she's finally able to get up, Deku throws her something. A black dress with a golden necklace with a ruby in it. And some gloves. And, it would basically she would look like this after putting it on. And, yeah. He does ask if he can give her something. She does ask what. Him saying protection against fire, giving you another quirk. It's a passive ability, but her just saying yes. And, This would be an overpowered Toya because, well, I'll explain her quirk. She has blue flames that are basically Endeavor's Endeavor can use his fire. It's just blue flames instead. But this fire resistance, it's basically she's completely immune. So yeah, and well, because her other part of her quirk was she's weak to fire, basically. So it's easier for her to burn herself or get it burned. Or it could be a worse burn than you would just think of a smaller burn. Which is actually why she got her whole body like that. The old flames, or the whole, well, the scars on her body. Which actually have a actual, well, meaning for an actual, like doctors, if a doctor would explain that, he could probably tell. Because when you have burnt skin like Dobby's, they would proceed to cut that skin off and will let the skin kind of air because there's so much pressure in her skin that could just pop the skin. And if that happened, she might die. So they took the skin off. Now, the reason why it was how Dobby in the show has it's purple. Well, it has lost its strapped on his skin. It's not his skin still is healing, but yeah. But yeah. And it's basically they put the burnt skin back on, which is why it has that purplish look. So yeah. She'd finally be able to walk around completely after another hour. Because after the 3 hours she's kinda like she can walk but like eh. But the next hour goes by and she can walk normally. Now she would put on the dress afterwards. Because she put it on before. She just wanted to fix how she can walk. So she waited another hour. So sorry if that mixed went up. And she would come out like this. With a coming from Mr. Compress. Saying, damn, who are you? And she says, it's me, idiot. And I'm saying, wait, Dobby, why'd you look like that? Where are all your scars and your black hair? Her proceeds to say that Deku or Izuku healed my scars and, my hair was white, I just dyed it black. Them realizing, oh, alright. Deku giving a grin and, yeah. Deku hearing a boom coming out of his door, stating I am here. Now, we would skip 2 days early. With everyone in a conference room with All Might, them trying to find over where the base might be. And let's just say, Nine being the probably smartest person in there, saying that they're probably in a part in town that won't be as expected. But somewhere, that would be blind to our eyes. But it has enough room for several people. And over those next passing days, they have heard, they've looked into different areas. Now, when they finally found where, everyone was, they waited a single day and, Ame busting through the door saying, I am here. Deku giving his devilish grin and saying, hello, All Might. Him saying, red eye. Him saying, oh no, it's the devil now. And proceeds to put his arm out, lifting, All Might with a telekinesis quirk saying, did All for One give you this? Him saying, oh, he gave me it. He gave me all his power, every single drop of it. And you know what I did to him, All Might? All Might is scared to him saying, what? I killed him. Pursuing to, get gory now. Ripping All Might's quirk or heart out. And then, splooshing it. And then you hear a big thud. Pro Heroes coming and seeing All Might dead on the ground with a ripped out heart. And everyone's mortified and, Deku takes advantage of this, Toya. Yeah, everyone at the LV. And they go to a slaughter bath. And you either see some people burning alive with blue flames. Or just being everyone just being teared out of their mind. Either, going to a self-induced coma from the torture Deku puts on them using his genjutsus, or he just kills them, finding out how to kill people in different ways, and yeah, no one survived. No one. Top 10 heroes, oh, they're dead. Top 20, oh, they're dead. All the heroes from top 50 to All Might, oh, they're dead. Every single one of them. This was the main thing that made, well, they had all hands on deck as much as they could. So yeah, everyone from the top 50 hero, or the 50 hero and lower, were called in. So, yeah. And it was a slaughterhouse. The gods would be drenched in their blood if they saw it. And, well, a person now wearing a black dress with blood splattered on it. And another man, with everyone going back to the base. Basically, I was going to explain everyone looked kind of, but nah. And, well, no one was going near it, and we do skip 2 months. All, or half, a quarter of, well, the city is taken over by Deku, ruling it like a king, giving actually people good treatment, actually, which leads to him over the next passing year get a quarter of the Japan. Why would he get a quarter or another half of Japan? Simple. He was treating everyone just, fairly. So first, quirkless people came in, and then they heard, well, no one was discriminating, and it was equal. No one would, well, be rude to each other, and if anyone did, they would be punished. But, unless, oh, they did something really bad, but yeah. And, well, which is why. So what they did was the half of Japan came. Now, we are at the part of where UA is, and they're holding back the villains a little bit. Not too much, because, well, Deku does think of, well, let's just make it faster. Sorry, I'm hiccuped. Let's just make this faster. And, yeah. He does put more pressures on the heroes. The heroes being dropped down to a mere 50. Basically, most of them are just students. And, yeah. Mirio actually being the leader of the heroes now. Well, 1 week passes by and UA, well, is a bloody mess, you could say, to be short. People just down on the ground being heroes. And, yeah. Now, Deku would take control of Japan. Now, or the city. And then leading his army to other cities, taking control of them. To having the full control of the full state of Japan. Having all of it under his grip. Then he goes to China, takes that over, and he then goes over the world and over again, ripping out the hero society. And anyone that wanted to join, though they joined and just helped the process. Now, we would skip, well, about 10 years into the future. You have a man and a female walking around, or, well, walking in a castle built by someone's quirk, which would have been Overhaul's, because, well, Overhaul wanted to destroy quirks, and Deku saw that as a threat. So, basically took Overhaul's quirk and, well, let's just say killed him, so, yeah. Oh, and they're in a castle with a, well, person they dressed like this, and, well, it's Toyan, a man, well, one second, I'm trying to go through my pictures, and like this, walking through it, and, yeah, they talk about life, and, yeah, Dabi, or Toya and Deku talk about life and where they came from, or not where they came from, and just talk about how everything has changed so much, and, yeah, now, you would hear, well, footsteps only a young child could do. but they hear, well, three with the female holding something, but feeding it now, which would have been three kids. One of them being 1 year old, the others being, well, 5 and 3. With the oldest, the boy, named Jack, saying, "Hi, Daddy, hi, Mommy." Them both saying, "Hi, son, how are you today?" Them just saying, "Good, we went to go see a friend of ours." Or no, this would be lunchtime, so yeah. We went to go see a friend of ours. With, well, Toya, just saying, "Oh, was it good over there?" Them just saying, "Yeah, it was." And the second son spoke up saying, "Yeah, it was. I got to play with me and my, me and their daughter got to play with, we played with each other's toys." Now, Deku would have said, "No boyfriends for about until your age of 80. Toya being no. Him saying yes. Him saying no. Which would have led the boys to giggle. And yeah, now, she does, Sis says, "Open up, baby Bella." Because the baby is a female. And the second born his name is, well, Michael. So, yeah. Yeah. For the rest of time as they lived, they made sure the world was ruled fairly and justly. Interesting when they got older to their kids, and their kids had kids, and, well, yeah. And, well, let's just say Michael didn't per se have a quirk in the beginning. But Deku thought it was his quirk, and he was right. And for several generations was ruled by Deku. And oh boy, they ruled the world justly and fairly, being actually good to the world, and yeah. Now, damn, that's the end of that story. That was very dark, but I kind of lit it up in the end of it. Now, I do hope you all like the series. I actually loved it. I wanted to do this series so much. So, yeah, which is why I'm doing it today. Now, well, sorry this is a only 2 episode series. I was going to try to make this more, but I thought, nah, make this, nice. Because I didn't really think of, need to explain entire world domination, because that would take too many episodes. And I just needed the main parts. So, yeah. Because, which I'll explain now, because my own reasoning, because I don't see them being, the city being controlled by the villains. I doubt they would go to the camp training arc, and I doubt they would do the whole, and maybe they would still do no, they wouldn't. They would just get everyone to be under the same agency, or same everything, and, yeah, basically, well, be protecting the city, or, yeah, from villains, basically. No one caring about agencies anymore, just wanting to protect the city. And they all died, let's just say that. Bakugo died from Deku's hands, and yeah. And Endeavor died from, Toya's hands. Now, something I forgot to mention. Actually, I should explain this. Well, now, screw it. I'll go a little more into detail with Deku and everything like that. After Deku ruled the world, his general with white hair and red hair, half and half, just as my lord, sister, the council would like to see you. They're wanting to discuss business. Deku saying, "Alright, Shoto, please come with me. I would like you to join me on this." Him saying, "Yes, master." And yeah, he got Shoto on his side, boys. Yeah. Yeah. He got Shoto to switch sides. Which is actually why they actually went a little faster, because Shoto, he knew some secrets about the villain, or the hero's security, which helped them out. Actually, quite a lot. And I say he came around the whole part of when they are half controlled Japan. So, yeah. And yeah. Now, well, yeah. Now, Deku would have, well, done his meeting and lived a life. He lived a life of happiness, sorrow, misery, joy, almost basically every emotion. But when he was old, asked if he would change anything in his life. Him looking at the person that said it. Now, that person would have been, well, his son. His son named, no, I think it was Jack, saying if he would change anything. Him stating to choose to be with, well, no, to become a villain faster and become this faster to be better and have more of a equal society. Because yes, there are still things that happen around the world that yes, that does happen. Like, well, people are trying to, well, tear up his whole empire. But yeah, that he either Susanoo them, genjutsus them, or just beats the living shit out of them with his, well, very high skilled body and knowing how to fight, or he just literally just shocks. Yeah, or just uses his quirks. Yeah. So yeah, now this Jack would have been okay, and well, Deku would ask him to raise his hand. Jack doing so, and them going to handshake, and well, him saying he's going to go see his mother now, with a two painful days of experience of Jack, Deku passing away, and well, seeing a female, a lovely, well, a lovely younger, well, Toya. Now, Toya had passed away a little earlier than Deku, around the age of 85, and Deku died around the age of 200. So, yeah, because of no, that wouldn't make sense. Out of the age of 105. So, and he would, well, look old, but him, well, changing back into his old self. That, yeah, they would look back to when they were, well, starting to take over Japan. And, well, they spend the rest of eternity together. Forever and ever. And ever and ever. Now, okay. Damn, that's a very good series. I know I kind of went overboard sometimes, but with maybe gore, but eh. And sorry I kind of went, like, how I explained the story before, like, then I said, like, okay, I'm going to end it, but then I was like, okay, no, let's do more. So, yeah. Okay, now, well, this series was fun to make. And, well, I am going to try to upload this, hopefully before 9 o'clock, so I should wrap this outro out. So, I hope you all have a lovely day, a lovely life, and wear a mask.